Namaste everyone. In this video, we are looking into the meanings from 91 to 100. So let's start. Bharabrit katito yogi yogisha sarvakamada ashrama ashtamana kshamaha suparno vayuvahana. Bharabrit. Bhara refers to the load. So Bharabrit means the one who is carrying the load of this entire universe because the entire universe rests on him. Katitaha. So he is considered as the supreme by Vedas. Katita means to be considered. So he is considered as supreme by Vedas. Vedas and Upanishad, they adore him. He is the ultimate and it prescribes the ways and many more means to realize him. So that we can merge into him and ask for the liberation. Yogi, he can be attained by yoga, through the knowledge of yoga and the practice. Yoga importantly means the two things. One is a practice, that is a sadhana, and one more is a union, that is to merge with, the aikya basically. So both the things can happen with the yoga through the practice. Yogishaha, he is a king among the yogis. Yogi is the one who practice the yoga. Yogisha, he is the king among all the yogis. The human yogi can always slip from their stature, but he will never, because he is not attracted to anything. He always remain as the purest form. Sarva Kamada. Kama here refers to the desire. So he is the one who fulfill all the kind of desires of the aspirant. So again, aspirants are different from the devotees. Devotee is the one who prays for him. I'm really sorry for the background noise. Devotees ask for the material benefits, for the material prosperity, but the aspirants, they are the one who are very novice and in spiritual path. They desire to seek his grace. They want the liberation. Aspirant doesn't seek any kind of a materialistic property, prosperity and all. They ultimately need the liberation, the salvation, the moksha. At the same time, aspirant does not mean the one who sit and meditates all the time. So he is the one who leads a regular normal life, but simultaneously he will be the one, he or she will be the one that simultaneously thinking and seeking the blessings and grace from Bhagavan Vishnu. So they are the one who was considered as the aspirant. It is to be understood that he does not fulfill desire for all of his devotees. He fulfills the desires of those only who make a very sincere attempt to attain him, to reach him. So otherwise there is no value for the law of karma, right? Ashrama. Ashrama means it can be referred as a resting place. So he is abode for the wandering souls. So his abode is like invisible to the biological eyes and it can be only be contemplated. Shramanaha, he gives sorrow to the sinners who doesn't follow the dharma, because Vishnu is the one who upholds the dharma. So he doesn't like anyone violating the dharma shastras. So shastras in their original forms, it is something different, but over a period of time, the shastras, the original form of shastras is being changing over a period of a time, and the convenience, it keeps changing. But dharma is the something righteousness, so which doesn't allow or include anything doing evil things or evil actions to anyone, basically any living being on the earth. Kshamaha. So he is the one who destroyed during the annihilation, during the deluge. During the annihilation, we all know that it reduces to nothingness basically. So nothing will be there. So when he sought after with a great love, he annihilates other thought processes. So the one which I told, annihilation, is with respect to universe. When it comes with respect to the mind, so he annihilates the other thought processes, the evil thought processes of that seeker, of that aspirant, of that devotee who wants the liberation. So that is how it is referred as a kshamaha. Suparnaha. Suparna has a different kind of a meaning. One is a self-illumination. He is a self-illuminator because the rays of luminaries, that is a Suparna. The one more meaning we have already seen that as a wings, which is considered to the yajna. Hope you remember that one. So that is already we have discussed that one. So the previous nama, it discussed about the annihilation of a mind. I hope you remember, right? So this nama, this talks about the creation when it comes to the self-illumination, right? So it talks about the creation and the sustenance. He is alone the self-illuminating. Even the sun, moon, all the luminous objects, they get a source, a light source from Bhagavan Vishnu. Vayu Vahana. Vayu here considered as a air. Vahana is a vehicle. So Vayu Vahana here is a Garuda, a mythical bird that can travel much faster than the wind. So he's adorned as a Vayu Vahana. 92. Dhanurdharo Dhanurvedo Dando Damayita Mahaparajita Sarvasoniyantani Aniyamo Ayamaha. Dhanurdharaha. Dhanu means the bow. Already I have told you Shadnadhanva, where it holds what is the indication, significance of a Shadnadhanva. I have already discussed that. So now when it comes to Dhanurdhara, he is the one who holds the bow. So to eradicate the evildoers. So that is with respect to the incarnation of Rama Avatara. So annihilating the evildoers basically. Dhanurvedaha is in the form of that archery. So all these war and the war related subjects and topics is being dealt with the Atharva Veda in the Samhita. So it has very huge discussion on the topics that runs in there. Dhanurveda, he is in the form of that Veda, is a study of the archery. Dandaha, Danda is a justice. So he is the embodiment of a justice. Danda is a staff actually. So that symbolizes the upholding the dharma, upholding the righteous thing, upholding the justice and the equivalence actually, equality. Dhamayita means the one who tames. The whole universe is held in one place by both good and bad energies, both good and the bad people. When the bad people or the bad energy prevails, the good energy has to be protected. So he is the one who tames which caused the bad energy in order to restore and protect the right and the good energy levels. Damaha means the self-control. He is the embodiment of a self-control because he goes by the law of karma. Whatever it is, even though the devotee is a very favorite, the person is a very favorite to him, Bhagavan Vishnu will never violate the rule of a law of karma. He will never violate that one. Aparajitaha, he can never won by any enemies. He cannot be defeated. Sarvashaha, there is no match for him. He is always powerful, always enduring embodiment of a patience. Niyanta, he makes the people to obey rules. Already we have discussed in the Damaha, right? So he goes by the rule of the law of karma. And he wants the same thing to be practiced by his devotees also. He controlled that act of that Niyantatva. So that's why he is called Niyantatva means keeping everyone under the control so that they are following that dharma, they are upholding that dharma. So he is the one who makes the people to obey the rules. Aniyama, he is not subjected to any rules. So aniyama means the absence of control. So there is no one to control Brahman. So Brahman is the one who controls everyone. There is no one to control him. Ayamaha, he doesn't have the fear of a death that is caused by Yama. Yama is the lord of death. Because even the Yama obey the rules of Brahman. Yama is the god who presides over the death. We know that. So Brahman is a deathless. Brahman is a Adi. Brahman is a Anadi. So Yama too does operate on the rule, on the command of Bhagavan Vishnu. He does not operate on its own. That is how the law of karma works. 93. Sattvavan Satvikah Satya Satyadharma Parayana Viprayaha Priyahorha Prikrit Priti Vardhanaha. Sattvavan. So this Sattva is one of the guna, 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. I have already discussed. So he is the one who is ruled by Sattva guna. Sattvikaha. This nama refers to the predominance of a Sattva guna, which is discussed in the previous one. So all the gunas are originated from him, by him, but he is permeated by the Sattva. He is ruled by Sattva guna. Satya is in the form of a truth. Satya means a truth. He is a truth because he doesn't undergo any of the changes. Satya Dharma Parayanaha. Satya is a truth. Dharma is a righteousness. So Parayana here is the highest order, like a highest destination. Brahman, the primary qualities of a Brahman is the truth and the righteousness, Satya and the Dharma. So that is what is being mentioned here in Satya Dharma Parayanaha. So when the people, devotees follow this one, they will get the highest order, highest abode of Bhagavan Vishnu. That is the one of the meaning. Abhiprayaha, the intention, the purpose, the opinion, basically the Abhipraya means. The purpose or the intention of one's life is to get the moksha, to get the liberation, to get liberated by Bhagavan Vishnu. So only then he can offer liberation. Liberation is not attained by prayers. Never. Liberation takes a lot of things to go through. It can be attained only through the mind, the meditation. If the one's abhipraya, the purpose is strong enough, he can understand the reality and keep his mind cleansed and pure so that he can think and contemplate about Bhagavan Vishnu. If there is no strong purpose, the abhipraya, there is no point of seeking a liberation. Priyaharha. Priyarha. Priya means the love. So he is the one who deserves love. Already I have given a little bit of a hint of this one in the previous one. So there is a lot of difference between the love for him and the devotion for him. In the love, he is adorned by keeping him in a same position. But when it comes to the devotion, there is a gap that exists between the worshipper and the worshipped deity. So unless you fill the gap, unless you close that gap, it is difficult for him also. So based on this principle, it is also said that love is God. So once there is a love, so obviously there is no fear. So if you create that gap, there is a fear and there is something that the connection goes missing. So we won't be able to realize Bhagavan in a good way. So when the love becomes too intense, one gets too emotionally charged, and which makes him to pervade one's mind. So that's how the true devotion works out. Arha. Arha means a worthy. So he becomes very worthy of our worship because of his qualities. The primary qualities are self-illuminatory, omnipresent, omniscient, compassionate, truth, the satya, the knowledge. All these things will make him worthy for the worship. Priyakrit. Priya here refers to the friend, love. Priyakrit means a friend. So this nama, again you can go back to the previous one where you have heard Priyarha. So this nama explains further that he should not be adorned by keeping him in a little higher plane than the worshipper. He should be kept in a same plane so that when there is too much of respect and fear, right, we won't get connected so easily. So that's the reason he should be loved. Just like that's how the story behind this Krishna and Kuchela works, right? So similarly, this one also. So the two friends are on the same plane. So that's how that's the kind of a love the Bhagavan Vishnu expects. Priti Vardhana. Vardhana, to increase. So he is the one who increased the quality of love for him amongst all the devotees. The one who shows him the love of a friend, or the same equal love. So for them, he increases that love. So this happens only when the Bhagavan is loved. So when there is no love, there is no point of increasing the love also. 94. Vihaya Sagati Jyoti Surachirvata Big Babu. Ravir Virochana Suryaha Savita Ravilochana. Vihaya Sagati Jyoti. Vihaya refers to the sky or the Akasha. Gati means the moving around. So this nama says that he is moving around in the sky. So which could also say that he is nourishing the entire universe and the earth. So he's been a very, this is also kind of a very strict meditation. And Vihaya Sagati is one of the meditation type also, which I won't discuss it right now because it has to be learned and to be known by the right guru. So I'll exclude the Vihaya Sagati, the one of the meditation type here. So here we understand he is the one who roams around in a sky. So by giving a self-illuminatory, he's self-illuminatory by nourishing and sustaining the entire universe. Jyoti, self-illumination, very easy to understand. The Riz Nama has been repeated many of the times. Suruchihi, so he is a bliss for the devotees because he gives the delightness, the blissful state for his devotees when he is contemplated properly, when he is being seeked properly. Huta book. So here we already know that what happens in a yajna, how the form of Vishnu in a yajna. Vishnu presides over all the kind of a yajna while invoking him. No fire rituals. No yajna will yield a result without invoking Bhagavan Vishnu. So this Nama says that he consumes the offerings that is being offered during a yajna, irrespective of whoever is being oblation is performed basically. Vibhu means there are two meanings. One is a Lord, one is a pervading, which means the omnipresent. Ravihi, very straight meaning, which is a sun, which also says that the Surya, the energy, the light, just like a sun is the source of this entire living beings. So Bhagavan Vishnu is a source for the entire universe, including sun, moon and star. I'm taking a comparison from the sun because for our human comprehension, the mind, so this is how we can relate and we can understand the Brahman qualities as of now. Virochana, so he shines in a very several ways. Virochana means the illuminating, so he's a radiant, even the sun looks very extremely small in front of Brahman, in front of his brightness. Surya, so in this often directly I can go with the word called Surya. This Nama talks about the creation as well as the sustenance, the one more meaning. So sun can be a typical example for a Brahman, which we are not supposed to take, but we have to take it. Without the rays of a sun, there is no creation and sustenance is not possible on the planet, right? So if the sun shines with the proper heat, so there is a good creation. If it becomes too much, there is a destruction. Same thing applicable for Brahman also here. These examples are necessary to understand for the normal human being, for just like us. Savita is also meaning a sun. So that means the rising sun. So he is the one who starts the creation, who starts that beginning, who starts that birth. So that's how the creation also, Bhagavan Vishnu is referred as a Savita. Ravi Lochana, Lochana is the eyes, Ravi is the sun. So again there is a lot of here the comparison that goes with the sun. So it starts with the Ravi, Virochana, Surya, Savita, Ravi Lochana, all the words that is being connected with the Bhagavan, that is being connected with the sun, and that's how it goes. So here the Ravi Lochana, he is the one who has eyes like a sun. So which says that, so sun looks in all the directions. Similarly, Bhagavan Vishnu is omnipresent and looks in all directions. So his gaze is not fixed to one particular point. He is not stopping in a one point. He has an infinite eyes, infinite head. Sahasrakshi, Sapta, Sahasrakshi, Sapta, Sahasrashira, Sahasrashisha, Sahasrapat. So that one. 95. Ananto Huta Bhokta Sukadaunaka Dugraja, Anirvinna Sadamarshi Loka Adhisthana Madbhuta. Ananta, we have come across this word many times. So Ananta means the infinite, limitless, is eternal. Huta book. This in the previous verse we learned that the same word Huta book. If you observe, so we have the same word in a Huta book in the previous verse in the 94. I told you that he is the one. He consumes the offerings that is being offered in the yajna. So he consumes that food that is offered in as offerings. So that is what I told you, they are the meaning. So here the Hutabuk means the previous Nama it was about the external worship, then a yajna. So this Nama it talks about the internal worship. So what is that internal worship? So here the internal worship refers to the Jataragni, so which is worshipped as a fire god, the Agni, inside the physical body as a digestive fire. So Jataragni not only creates the body but also it sustains the body by producing the necessary warmth to keep the body alive. So this Nama says that he presides in the body as a Jataragni. So that is how Bhagavan Vishnu is residing in our body. Bhokta means the enjoyer. So the two repetitive Namas has been explained more or less in the same manner the previous one. So here he is the enjoyer of this Prakriti, is enjoyer of this creation, enjoyer of this universe. So but this Nama we can also say that he is perspectively enjoying the individual soul here. So the individual soul, he is inside us, we know that one, within enjoys all the actions of the doer by just simply as a witnessing, as a mute spectator. So he's being a mute spectator within us, and he's observing what and all the things we are doing. So right now I'm explaining the Vishnu Sahasranaama, I'm teaching the Vishnu Sahasranaama. Bhagavan Vishnu is observing me as a mute spectator. He's witnessing my activities, my energies basically. So that is how I can explain this one. So he's been seated within us as a mute spectator, and very simply, very sportively, he's enjoying all this without any emotions. Sukadha, Sukha refers to the happiness. This Nama says that the transmigration, the liberation is the true Sukha, is the true happiness. That is how it is. Naikajaha, so which means Naika means the many. So Naikaja means the many-fold. So he has taken many incarnation, many forms just to uphold the Dharma, just to protect the Dharma. Agraja means the elder one, the one who is the firstborn, that is a Hiranyagarbha. I've already spoke about the Hiranyagarbha many times. So here I'll leave this one. So Agraja is the firstborn, the eldest one. Anirbennaha, he does not have any kind of a worries. So he is not frustrated because he is out of the desires and attachment. He is completely disconnected from the desires and attachment. So because of this reason, he has no worries. Sadamarshi. So this Nama says that he will endure a very negligible and the occasional drift of a Sthita Prajnas. So what is Sthita Prajna basically here? Sthita Prajna is the one who is being very dedicatedly following the practices of a dharma, and they're not the one who are deviating from the dharma shastra. So they are called as a Sthita Prajna. The one who is contemplating on Bhagavan Vishnu are called as a Sthita Prajnas. So he will endure to negligible drift from them. So he'll accept that one. So that is the meaning for the Sadamarshi. Loka Dishthanam. Loka is the world. So he is the basis for the entire world. The entire universe is his abode. Adbhutaha is a wonder. He is a wonderful. Adbhuta means a wonderful. So he cannot be comprehended by any normal human mind because he is beyond that one. 96. Sanat Sanatana Tamaha Kapilaha Kapiravyaya Swastidaha Swastikrit Swasti Swastibuk Swasti Dakshinaha. Sanat here refers to the eternal. So you might have heard the word called Sanatana Dharma, right? So Sanat means the eternal which remains forever, and that is the origin. So that is how the Dharma also gets the name Sanatana Dharma, because it doesn't change with the time. It remains forever the same thing. So for example, causing injury to others is against the perspective of a Dharma. So this rule cannot change over a time. So never ever we can change this one. So Dharma is something which is there before we are here. So that has to be followed in the same way as it was followed previously. So that is how the Sanatana Dharma also has that very strong meaning. But I'm really sad that over a period of a time, the definition and the understanding of this is being completely deviated from the what exactly it has to be. Okay, fine. Let's come back to this one. Sanatana Damaha. So he is the older than the oldest, ancient than the ancient. He is Adi, he is Anadi, devoid of all the parentage. So that is Sanatana Tamaha. Kapilaha. So Kapila has two meanings here. The one of the meaning is the Kapila Muni, who is the formulated of Sankhya philosophy, the Sankhya Shastra. He is also often identified as a Vishnu. And Kapila is also means a reddish color. So which says that the self-illumination of Bhagavan Vishnu. So in Lalita Sahasranama we come across the red color as a compassion of a Devi, right? So here we have a lot of talks about the self-illumination, that radiance of a Bhagavan Vishnu. Kapihi, so here this Nama is extension of a previous one. So Kapi also means the sun, the self-illumination. Do not go with the Hanuman here. Kapi is not for a Hanuman. Kapi Abhyayaha. Kapir Abhyayaha. So Abhavyayaha. So that means it's a dissolution, it's a annihilation, Tirodhana. The next few namas, it will begin with the Swasti. So what is Swasti? Swastida is, for the first one, Swastida, it confers the happiness. So this nama is the fifth act, that is a recreation, Anugraha, the blessings basically. So it is a starting of a new life. Swastikrit, that means to cause what? To cause the welfare and the prosperity for all the beings that is being created by him. That is a swastikrit. Swasti, that means auspiciousness. So when the one contemplate him on the experiences, the state of the bliss, the state of that inner joy that can never be explained to anyone, that is the only the experience that can be felt. So that is beyond that one. So that is the auspiciousness that he gets. When the mind is very purified, the state of bliss will be extremely good. Swasti book. Swasti, again here it means the happiness, the prosperity. Bhu means the existing. So he exists in the state of a happiness, bliss, prosperity. Therefore this nama says that he exists in the state of a happiness and the prosperity. He is the embodiment of a happiness. Swasti dakshinaha. Dakshina here refers to the act of a giving. So Dakshina, Guru Dakshina, for example. Okay, so this is he is giver of happiness. So the previous nama told the embodiment of the qualities, and this nama is telling that he is the one who gives those qualities. He is the embodiment of auspiciousness, embodiment of happiness, embodiment of a blissful state. That is what we learned. Swasti Dakshina, he gives all these things to the devotees who seek him with the right state of our mind. So this means unless one has that requisite for the spiritual knowledge and practice, he cannot shower his anugraha, his grace on anyone. Dakshina is the kind of a reward of somebody's knowledge and the skill. Unless there is a knowledge, unless there is a skill. So skill is a meditation here. Dakshina cannot be offered, which is very important to understand. 97. Araudra Kundali Chakri Vikram Rujita Sashrana Shabdatika Shabdasa Shishira Sharvarikaraha. Araudra. So Raudra means the violent. He is the violent, he is a vrat, extremely anger, and everybody are scared of his anger. So because of this reason, everything is running very smoothly in the universe. Kundali. Kundali has multiple meaning here. One of the meaning Kundala is the earrings. Vishnu is the one who is wearing the earrings called as a Makara Kundala. The one of the meaning is Kundalini, the meditation, which I'm not going to go in detail about that one. And one of the thing is in a Sankhya philosophy, there are there is a aspect of the topic that runs about this Kundala. So there are 25 tattvas. So he's one among them that can also be the Kundala. So there are multiple meanings for the Kundala here. Chakri. So here the one who has, he is the one who has a Sudarshana chakra in his hand. It is said that chakra is capable of moving faster than the mind. Vikrami. And also for these weapons of Bhagavan Vishnu, right, we have a good meaning that will be done in at the end. So we'll look into that one. So Vikrami means the one who is a gate. He is always walk like a hero. Like you might have seen some movies and all. Just for a comparison, I'm just giving. So it is beyond that one, as I always say. So he's always a winner while in a fighting. So he always have that gait of that walking. That is called as Vikrami. Urjitashana. Urjitashanaha. So Urjita is something very important. Shasana is a commanding. So he is important, or he is highest command which everyone will follow, even as mentioned in the Vedas. Shabdatigaha. Shabda means a sound, which is why he is called as a Shabda Brahman. So Brahman cannot be explained not even through the sound. So meaning he cannot be explained through the words also. So he is beyond that one. Hymns and in the praises are just like a tool. The stotram, the shlokas are just like a tools that to cause a devotion in the mind of the seekers, in like a devotees. So that is how the Brahman is. He is beyond that one also. Shabdasanaha. Shabdatigaha, Shabdasaha, sorry. Right? Shabdasaha, yes. Shabdasaha. The powerful sound or the powerful words, probably referring to the Vedas or the Upanishad. Understanding the Vedas and the Upanishad, interpreting them cannot be done until we have a grace, until we have an anugraha from him. So that is what is called as Shabdasaha. He is a very powerful. Shishira, which means a very cool. Shishira is a very cool season. This says that this nama, you can read with the next one, just to have a good meaning. I'll tell the next one. Sharvarikara. Sharva means the twilight, the causer. Shakara is a causer. So he is the cause of the twilight. So what is the twilight? Twilight are the last rays of a light before the darkness. right? So this referred to the last chance that he gives to realize his eternal light. So that is the Sharvarikara. So Brahman gives a last hope for a person as a twilight, so which is a last light before the next dawn. So generally it is a human tendency to do the work before the deadline, right? So similarly twilight is like a last chance to realize a Brahman. So if the previous nama is interpreted along with this nama, then previous nama will say that attaining the true knowledge, one can move away from all the burnings and sufferings, and they can go to the blissful state which will feel very cool like a shishira. So Sharvarikara is a twilight, the last chance. Once we get the last chance, once we realize, we feel that shishira, the coolness of that blissful state. So that is how we can understand the Sharvarikara and Shishira. 98. Akruraha Peshalo Daksho Dakshina Kshaminam Varaha Vidvattamo Vitabhaya Punyashravana Kirtana. Akruraha. Krura means a cruel. Akrura makes it a negate the quality. So therefore Akrura is not a cruel. Sthita Prajna, I already told you, the one who has a very firm mind. Non-Sthita Prajna. The Asthita Prajna is someone whose mind is always afflicted and filled with the desires and the attachment. Peshala. Peshala has again a number of meanings, which means adorned, tender, skillful. So all these qualities, all these aspects are described for a Brahman. Dakshaha. Daksha means the one he strengthens his intellectual faculties for those who contemplate on him. So when one wants to attain, he does not hesitate to make him as a Sthita Prajna. I already told you what is Sthita Prajna, the one who has a firm mind. So that is how he make them Daksha. He make them more commanding and strengthened basically. Dakshinaha, he is a very straightforward, very candid, the one who goes abide the law of karma. So he is the one who is abiding to the law of karma. Dakshina here is something different. Dakshina we saw in the previous one is completely different. Kshaminam Varaha, he is the embodiment of a patience. He endures everything. He is the greatest among all who have a patience. He tolerates the sinners. He is a patient with their activities till a particular point. Before annihilating them, he gives a number of opportunities, multiple opportunities, enough opportunities to mend themselves. Annihilating the sinners is like a last weapon that he will use. Vidvattamo. Vidvattamo means the one who is Vidvat is extremely wise, the expert basically. So only the wise will have that kind of a patience that I have referred in the previous nama, right? That's why we always say from the Vidya there should be a Vinaya. So it should bring that patience, it should bring that humbleness. The knowledge should not bring the ego. Knowledge should not bring that ahankara. It should bring that the down to earth quality. It should make the people more humble, more down to earth, more composed, calm. But what we see as of now, knowledge has bringing the more amount of a ego, which is making to have that head weight, so which is not at all true. That is why Bhagavan Vishnu is more calm, composed. He is very most knowledgeable. That's why he is worthy for the worship. He is the embodiment of a pure knowledge. Vita Bhayaha, Bhaya is afraid, so Vita Bhaya is not at all afraid. He is a fearless. Fear arises only due to desires and attachment. He is the one beyond all these things. So there is no fear. The another common cause for the fear is the death. So the fear of death is due to the insufficient knowledge of the karmic theories, I would say. Death is something very unavoidable thing. So if there is a janana, there is a marana also. If there is a birth, if I am born, obviously one or the other day I have to die. So I have to accept that wholeheartedly. So it should not that something which has come all of a sudden to us. This is already everyone in this world, they know that they are going to die one or the other day. So it is like completely you have to surrender and never have that fear of death. So that is completely a big no, which is what making you to have a more, which is actually making you to, making every one of us to have that more connection, attachments, more desires, too much of a greediness, all because of this one. So the death fear is big. It's like something which is really difficult to overcome. Punya Shravana Kirtanaha. So Shravana is to listen. So recitation of the verses in his praises, listening to the hymns of his praises are considered as a very virtuous, a dharmic act basically. So when such verses are either recited or listened, like a Vishnu Sahasranaama or anything, so it makes the mind very devoid of other thoughts. You will completely forget what is happening around you. You will be very much concentrated, disciplined and focused in that region, in that place completely. So during such time, you can enjoy that blissful state. So I won't say that complete blissful we will observe and we will enjoy. Even a little bit of a thing, we will be like completely out of thinking anything else. We will be because focused completely in the Sahasranaama. So that's how the Sahasranaama makes a very big changes in the life when you start reciting. So that is how the foundation, it's a foundation, it's a basic, it's a base for the spiritual path. 99. Uttarano dushkrutiha punyoda swapnanashana viraha rakshana santo jivana paryavastitaha. Uttaranaha means rescuing. He is the one who rescues all those who surrendered to him and from the pain of this transmigration, the liberation thing. Just a second. And he will rescue from the misery. He will annihilate all the evil doers. That is the meaning. Dushkritiha, he removes the sin. So he is the destroyer of the evil action, or he will destroy the one who performs the evil action. So that is the Dushkritiha. Punya, here Punya refers to the tulsi leaf, basically the one who is wearing the garland or made up of a tulsi, that is a Punya. This Swapna Nashana, this Swapna is a dream, this Swapna is a bad dream. He destroys the bad dreams. Dream arises in a subconscious state, and it makes the mind active. So when the mind is active, obviously it is not calm, it is not pure, it is again indulged in the more thought processes. So he is the one who nasha, who destroys the swapna. Viraha, here the word Vira refers to the apart. So which means the creation of the various galaxies, the different planets positioned in the different way so that they won't collide to each other. So there is a apart, there is a differences, there is a distance between all the universe, because it's not only one galaxy. So we know only one galaxy that we are in. There are multiple galaxies out there. So he is the one who has created everything, and also he has maintaining that properly. That is the meaning here. So Rakshanaha, he protects the very deserved ones. Rakshana is a protector. He protects the one who has to be deserved, who is deserving to be protected. But as far as the Sthita Prajnas are considered, the Sthita Prajna, the one has a firm mind. So he ensures that he will give a maximum protection to them, because they are very close to Bhagavan Vishnu. He takes very special care for the Sthita Prajna. He is always ready to offer liberation for the Sthita Prajna. If one moves a little closer, he will give a little bit, he will move a little bit more far. So if I move one step forward, then he will come 10 steps forward to me. So that is how the Bhagavan Vishnu is. Santa refers to the good people. He is a personification of a good people, because good people are the noble ones who follow the dharma, so uphold the dharma. So he himself incarnates in the form of a sage and the saint who was considered as a highly virtuous, who follow the dharma basically. When a person pursues the true spiritual path, he loses the awareness of the material world, so which results in a poverty. I already told you in the karma yoga, so I have a money, I have to help them out, because they are in a path of a spiritual, they are in a path of attaining the moksha with the Bhagavan. So I should be helping out them in providing a basic needs that has to be done. So that is the karma yoga basically. So that is what we learn in the Bhagavad Gita. Jivanaha, so the jiva here refers to the casual body that is made up of a prana. So jivatma means the soul encased by prana, the casual body. So without these two, life is not at all possible. He is the only cause of this body, but also he is not only the cause of this body, but also he sustains the body. Paryavastitaha. Paryavasta means to pervade, to stay everywhere. So this nama again talks about its omnipresence. So without his absolute omnipresence, the universe cannot function its function. He exists, it's like a God particle. Anu Bruhat Krisha Sturo, that's what we learned, right? So the Anu, he's in an atom, he's in a huge, he's a fat, he's a thin, he's in all the form, he has a form, he doesn't have a form. So everything, so what and all we name it, He is Bhagavan Vishnu. 100, the last one for the video. Ananta Rupa Ananta Shri Jatamanyur Bhayapaha Chitra Shogabhiratma Vidisho Vyadisho Dishaha. Ananta Rupa. Ananta is countless. He is the one who has a countless form. Ananta Shri here refers to the light, the supreme light. He is a supreme light and he is auspiciousness. Only because of it the universe shines. Jita Manyu, so he is the one who has conquered his anger. Manyu means anger, Jita means the conquering. He has conquered his anger. He becomes very ferocious by seeing the sinners, the evil doers. But he also doesn't hesitate to annihilate them. He also protect the good people in order to control the dharma. But again, when he come across the Sthita Prajna, immediately he will calm down. He will control his anger. So that is what the Sthita Prajna can do. The devotee, the bhakti of a devotee can do a miracle actually. That is what we have learned in many of the stories. Bhayapaha, Bhaya is a fear. He is the one who removes the fear from his devotees. Devotee, as I already told you, fear should not be there. He should be treated in equally. So he should be loved. That is the main purpose of a devotion. So devotee should always stay connected with him. Fear arises due to desires and attachment. I have already told you. It's like a byproduct of our materialistic life. So the worldly pleasure. The main fear, I also told you that there is a death fear. So whatever we sow it reaps to us. So whatever we do, it will come back to us. It's like a life. Karma is a boomerang, right? We tell every time. Yes. When one physically or verbally hurts others, obviously he can expect the same thing. So there is nothing that different it can happen. If I'm hurting someone verbally, obviously one or the other day even I will be in that situation. Even I'm gonna face the same thing. Having injured others, one cannot expect the good things to happen to them. I do something bad to some person and expecting the good things from Bhagavan, that is not gonna happen. So this will be like completely ignorance. So he continues to cause mental and physical injuries to those kind of people who hurt verbally or physically or mentally to anyone. It's not only the humans, it's also for the animal, birds, insect, for everything, because everything has been created by him. He is a reason, he is a father for this entire universe, and he doesn't tolerate these kind of things for his children going through, right? So he doesn't tolerate these kind of things. That is the reason here. For such person, he will never remove his fears. Never. Chaturashraha, he is the one who conduct the test. The test of we have that Purushartha, 4 Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. It's like a 4 corners, it will be placed in a 4 corners. So it is our thing that we have to select. Do we need to follow Dharma? Do we need to follow the Artha? Do we need to follow the Kama, the desires? Do we need to follow the Moksha? It is left to us what we seek it properly. So everything is there na Chatur Ashra, it is in a square. So we have to just walk to the right direction. So that is our thing that we have to do it. So wise man always he seek moksha. Gabir Atma, he is mysterious always. This Nama says that he cannot be understood so easily. We have already learnt about this one. He is a very depth, very secretive in nature, very difficult to understand, but can be understood by the true devotion. Vidishaha, again this extension of a Nama Chaturashra. Hope you remember the 4 corners, the square. So he gives the wealth when it is being sought by them. He gives the knowledge when it is being asked. He showers the grace, the blessings when it is being asked. He gives a materialistic wealth if it is asked. He gives a moksha when it is asked. So whatever you ask, it will be given to you. Vyadeshaha. So Vyadesha means to command. He is being very supreme power, so gives command to all the other god and the goddesses. He does not act directly. So he acts through the various god and the goddesses. So that is the Vyadeshaha. If there is something related to the fire, it is a Agni. If something related to the air, that is a Vayu. So that's how it goes. Dishaha, he is in the form of a Veda. Disha here refers to the Veda, not the direction. He is in the form of a Veda. When he is prayed, it means that the prayers are made to Vedas. Vedas contains the number of prayers, and if the Vedic rituals are performed as per it is being dictums of the Vedas, he ensures such prayers are answered favorably. So that is the meaning for the Dishaha. So here we complete the 100th one. So therefore this video we have completed. I've made it simple as possible. If you have any doubt, please do let me know. You can WhatsApp me and do let me know. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Namaste.